Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Start with the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most beneficent. Beta, hopefully you will be well, having good days at your home. As you know, all that the day before we had completed our book, okay, and as we were just revising from the unit 4, before this unit we had revised all the things, okay. So from here now we will move forward and we'll make the continuity again. So beta, as I told you earlier that this e-assessment and your home assignment will be from the same unit 4, first chapter, determination. So here we're going to repeat this. If you have any ambiguity, any problem, you may find that and you may resolve that, settle that, okay. So if we talk about this unit, in this unit the goals, okay, that the writer set for this unit are hope, courage and determination. If we relate all these three things to our lesson, that these fit in this lesson sorry in determination by Anonymous, it is a sort of story that has been narrated to us by the author, who is unknown to us, and he says that he narrates that in 1883 there emerged a creative engineer named John Roebling, and he had hit an idea to build a spectacular bridge, okay, and he thought that through this bridge he wanted to connect New York with the Long Island. So after getting this point, when he discussed it, when he talked this point with the bridge building experts, so they gave him a negative comment. They totally neglected his point of view and they gave their remarks that it was not practicable and it couldn't be done because it had never been done before. So this was their remarks. What happened? He had a burning desire to complete that bridge and he knew at his heart that it could be completed. So what happened? He thought that he had to discuss it with someone else. So as he had his only son whose name was Washington, so he decided to discuss this idea with his son. So after great persuasion, after a lot of persuasion and discussion, he managed to convince his son that this idea could be accomplished and this sort of spectacular bridge can be built. Together, father and son, they started working on the idea. They developed the concepts and they hired their crew for building their dream bridge. So when this dream bridge was a few months underway, a tragic accident took the life of John Roebling, and his son Washington was badly injured and he had got a certain amount of brain damage. So consequently, he wasn't able to move, walk or talk. Upon this incident, all the bridge building experts, they gave their comments. They commented negatively. They said that the crazy men have crazy dreams, okay, and they also said that it's foolish to chase wild vision. These remarks were for both father and son, because all the engineers, they were of the opinion that they have previously warned them not to do so because it wasn't practicable. So after this incident, they were giving negative comment that they didn't hear them. So this was obvious that this sort of things would happen in this project. After the death of John Roebling, his son Washington had a burning desire to complete the vision of his father. So as he wasn't able to move, walk or talk, so he had only one finger which he could move. So he thought to take best advantage of his move, and he started conveying his message to his engineers. What happened? How he managed to convey his message? He built a code of communication to his wife. How? He used to tap that finger on the arm of his wife, and in this way he communicated. He used to communicate to his wife that what he wanted now, what he want that engineer should be called, what should be conveyed to them, what they had to do. Okay, this was the procedure, and for the 13 long years he communicated in the same way. And then the time came when that spectacular bridge, it was accomplished. Okay, and that the name of that bridge is Brooklyn Bridge. It's American bridge. So what happened now? He tells us that it is standing in all its glory, and it's a sort of tribute. A tribute of what? A tribute to the triumph of one man's invincible, indomitable spirit. Okay, and his determination. So who wasn't defeated by the circumstances. It is also, he says that it is also a tribute to the engineers who worked with that paralyzed man, and they had faith in him that it could be completed. So it was also a sort of tribute to them, and also a tribute to the wife of Washington, who just conveyed his message to the engineer for the 13 long years patiently. Okay, then he at the end he concludes it. How? He says the spirit of Washington was an example of never to say die attitude. He never defeated by the circumstances. He was determined, and he had firm belief that it could be completed. And then a time came when all the world it saw that this vision that was thought to be unpracticable by the rest of the engineers of the world, it was completed, and it stand in all its glory. So what happened? बेटा हमें ये स्टोरी बताता है. आई नरेटेड ऑल द स्टोरी टू यू. अब इसमें से हमें लेसन क्या देता है? कहता है डिटर्मिनेशन या करेज का हमें क्या लेसन मिलता है? बेटा जब उसने बात की, एज वी नो दैट जब रॉबलिन ने बात की थी तमाम ब्रिज बिल्डिंग उससे इंजीनियर से, तो उन्होंने कहा ये तो एक बेवकूफ़ाना सी बात है कि ये ऐसा पुल न कभी बना है न कभी बन सकता है. लेकिन इट वॉज हिज होप, इट वॉज हिज करेज कि उसने कहा कि नो, वट एवर आई हैव सीन इट कुड बी अकम्प्लिश्ड. उसने कहा मेरा ख्वाब जो है वो तकमील तक पहुंचेगा, वो मुकम्मल होगा. सो ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ दिस, सो बेटा उन सब इंजीनियर्स के नेगेटिव रिमार्क्स के बाद भी जॉन रॉबलिंग इज़ ऑफ द ओपिनियन कि वो कभी भी इस बात को, इस विजन को भूल नहीं सकता. बिकॉज he had faith in himself, he had determined, he was determined, he had self confidence in himself. So हमें क्या बताता है इसमें? लेसन हमें ये देता है कि whatever we want to do, we should have courage, we should have confidence in ourselves, so that we do not get affected by the negative remarks of the others. Is it clear? सो बेटा आपके इसी में से ही असेसमेंट भी बनी है, इसी में से ही, इसी के लास्ट पे एंड पे जो क्वेश्चंस हैं वो आपके एज एन असाइनमेंट आएंगे. एंड कीप इन माइंड कि कोई भी अगर क्वेश्चन थोड़ा सा SLO बेस्ड आता है, सो यू हैव टू अटेम्प्ट, यू हैव गॉन थ्रू द लेसन. आपने लेसन सारा पढ़ा हुआ है, सब कुछ क्लियर है. स्टिल इफ़ यू फाइंड एनी एम्बिग्विटी यू कैन कॉन्टेक्ट मी इन द कमेंट्स. ओके, ये कल आपकी इसकी असेसमेंट आएगी. एंड माइंडेड बेटा अपना नाम ज़रूर मेंशन करना है MCQs में, और वो आपने ऑनलाइन सबमिट करवाने हैं. जो आपकी असाइनमेंट होगी, MCQs आपके ऑनलाइन सबमिट होगी, जो आपकी असाइनमेंट होगी वो आप हैंड रिटन, ठीक है, किसी रजिस्टर पे या किसी असाइनमेंट पे खूबसूरत लिखा हुआ, वो ये आप क्वेश्चन याद करेंगे और वो आप आके कॉलेज में बाय हैंड सबमिट करवाएंगे. वो डेट आपको बता दी जाएगी. ठीक है. Till our next lecture, take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.